Linkin Park From Zero. It's finally time. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to give my thoughts and feelings on it, give it an overall rating at the end. As we go through this, I will explain that you won't be able to see the full reaction, me listening all the way through, because the video will get blocked. So it will be clips where I am talking mostly over the music. Anyway, let's start with our first one. It's the intro, From Zero. Whoa. Okay, nice harmonies.
From zero? From... Oh, wait, your first...
What? Was that? That was the intro? Now, we've heard this before, Emptiness Machine, so we know it's going to be good. So you'll probably catch me talking at the end of this, because we know this is a good one. This was the one that they introduced us to. It was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah, we know it's good. It's got that driving beat, hasn't it? Like, it would come straight off like One More Light or something, doesn't it? I bleed it out, dig it deeper just to throw it away. Definitely got One More Light vibes, hasn't it? Nice punchy groove, okay. Okay, I'm enjoying the build-up in this one. This is good. Here's Emily. Oh, it's like a soft version of Emily Armstrong. Like it. I'm liking the trade-off between Emily and Mike on this one. It's cool. She's got a really good scream to her voice, hasn't she? A really, really good choice as a replacement for Chester. Not that you can replace him. Tell you what, there's so much energy. We've gone from Emptiness Machine to Cut the Bridge. Like, this is just energy so far. Like, this is a lot of energy. I like it. They're punching hard. Okay, chorus is getting good second time round. I'm getting into it. This feels like a build-up song, a bit like Bleed It Out. It just feels like it's building to something, doesn't it? Like, this is a transitional song, building something huge. And after this song, it's Heavy as the Crown, which we know is a big song. We've heard that one. Nice middle eight here. Okay, quite emotional and melodic to the end. Like Cut the Bridge, enjoyable. Yeah, really nice. Okay, we know Heavy as the Crown, so you might see the skip to the end. It's a great song. Really like the kind of breakdown part in this one. And we even know the next one, Over Each Other. Not particularly my favorite. It was okay. It's more of a melodic, quiet song, Over Each Other. So you might see me skip to the end of this one. Obviously, people watching this, you've probably heard these singles, so it's not exactly going to be annoying for you if I skip over these ones. We're kind of thinking of the album as a whole, how it connects. So, you know, I'll give you my thoughts on that. Right, I'm just going to pause it there. So far in this album, we've started with an unusual intro, just Emily asking, it's called From Zero, like from nothing. And then Emptiness Machine, which we know is big and driving. Going into Cut the Bridge, which has this great pulsating, hammering beat, like we're building something huge. And then we get to that payoff with Heavy as the Crown, which is the sort of League of Legends, you know, video, whatever you call it. But, you know, it's where they started to tease the heavier side of what Emily Armstrong could do with Linkin Park. And then we go into a nice, calmer section. Over Each Other is a bit calmer. Reminds me more of the later Linkin Park stuff, coming towards like One More Light. That kind of more melodic, more dramatic sounding stuff. That's in Over Each Other. Now we're going on to some new stuff. We've got 2 more new songs coming. And this next one's called Casualty. Okay. Oh, what is this? This is awesome. What a riff. What a groove. Oh, sick. Hey, what's this? This punk? What we got here? Some like aggressive punk here? This is like hardcore punk. What is this? This is awesome. I feel like I'm listening to like the foreign language EP from Can't Swim mixed with some Straight from the Path or something. Oh, so good. This is not... I can see why they didn't tease this as any of the singles, because this is just destructive. This is so far from Linkin Park. If they teased it with this, people would have gone, what is this? And walked away, I think, unless you're truly a hardcore kind of fan, you know. I'm loving it. This is insane. This is so cool. Like, this is a direction they could go in for the next album, and I would be so happy about it. Feels like Hunting Party vibes-ish in kind of its energy. What? Okay, this is Overflow. That was mad. Casualty, man. I can't wait to hear that again. Interesting visualizer. Oh, that is bright, man. Okay, this is taking a bit of a while to kind of kick in. Fire. Nice. Okay, I'm liking it. Like, I thought maybe the intro was a bit long. That could have been an interlude. If I thought, okay, there's an interlude, and maybe if there was a little bit more going on in that intro section of like 45 seconds, then it would have been more interesting. Not a fan of the intro, but when it kicked in, that was cool. Feels more like what Mike's been doing with his own like solo stuff. Well, at least some of it. His solo stuff's quite sporadic. Okay, it's interesting. I have no idea where this song's going, but I'm not that interested in it right now. There were parts I thought were interesting. It's cool, like it sounds cool. Nice to hear Mike singing too. I think it's just very different from everything we've heard, but then again, Casualty and Overflow, very different. Dark tone of this, yeah, just something else. I think this one will take a few repeated listens before I maybe enjoy it. It feels a bit Deftonesy, and it's never been something I've been too into, but when I'm thinking in my review, I'm not considering my own personal taste of that, because there will be people that love this kind of thing. It feels like something like Enter Shikari would be more like to do, or maybe Bring Me the Horizon, you know. It's definitely got a new age kind of metalcore feel to it though, which is nice, because I do feel like quite a bit of the album has been pandering to old school Linkin Park fans, because you're coming in with this new singer, you want to impress them all. So what you're going to do, you're going to make songs that sound like the songs we knew from the past, because we're going to eat that up. After this album, I feel they can make a lot more changes. Right, this is Two-Face. I've recently done a reaction of it, so you might see this skip to the end. I don't really have much more to say than in my original one, but I thought that this song was awesome. Breakdowns were huge. It's just one step closer to Mark 2, isn't it? Like, it's just huge. This is basically shut up when you're talking to me, isn't it? Okay, this is Stained. This looks like a Bring Me visual video. Something straight out of Spirit Box. Not Spirit Box. Something Sleep Token might do. Lovely to hear Mike contributing vocals like this. Yeah, Stained was alright. It didn't overstay its welcome either, which is cool. This is IGYEIH. Not sure what it means. Maybe we'll find out in the song. Oh, I give you everything I have. Okay. Powerful intro. Maybe it's okay. It's just maybe the melody itself for the chorus isn't that grabbing. It's okay. Maybe I think the riff in this song could have been a lot more brutal. Like, it's very 0, 12, 13, 10 on the guitar, isn't it? And we've heard that a million times over. Yeah, it just feels very heavy rock, like, I don't know, Royal Blood. Just, it's been done, this whole like what, drop D, like, or drop C, whatever, like that riff's been done countless times. And this song, it just feels like just Emily just screaming the whole time. Like, she's got a good scream. Okay, here's our last one. It's called Good Things Go. And they put the soft one at the end. That's what everyone does. Put the soft song at the end. Feels like it's rain in my head and it feels... Okay, I'm liking this one. This one's good. Nice rapped verses combined with the singing from Emily. Okay, so Good Things Go is, I think, maybe one of the first songs, at least out of the new ones that I haven't heard, where it feels like the lyrics are actually targeted and are meant to be about something in particular. And you can tell from the performance that it feels that way. Nice. This is really good. Okay, the chorus is strong. It's emotional. There is good pairing between Emily and Mike. I think the Emily repeating what's been said in the chorus could get quite old on repeated listens, and I think maybe she could have varied herself a bit more in that sense. Feels like Mike's just trying to do all the triplet stuff, because that's what they did in the 2020s. Oh yeah. Get in the triplets. Get in them out there now. Not that that's a bad thing, I love triplets. I hope that in the following album, Emily can kind of express herself more and step out further. Obviously, this has got to be big shoes to fill. there's got to be some kind of playing it safe in some areas. They're having fun. You can tell they're having fun, which is probably first. But that being said, Linkin Park have always been the ones to try out new things and do lots of different things. Right, that was Good Things Go. That was a great way to end the album. Right, let's review this project. First of all, let's start with the flow of the album. So I like that. It started with an intro that went into Emptiness Machine, Cut the Bridge, Heavy as the Crown, just three like absolute powerhouses straight away. A calmer moment with Over Each Other. Casualty, absolutely roaring. It goes a bit darker in Overflow. Then we have Two-Face. And then, Two-Face is epic. And then we've got Stained and IGY, EIH. And then Good Things Go. It kind of, for me, the lulls are Stained and IGY, EIH. Because I just don't think there was enough there to keep me in terms of like melodies. I've already forgotten what EIH means. So they weren't too interesting. I thought the ending track as well would be a slow, calm one, and it kind of was in a way, but it was powerful. Good Things Go was an absolute closer. It was really, really good. So overall, I think the flow of the project, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It works for the most part. I don't think we needed maybe Overflow. I don't think that fitted in with the rest of the project, and that's surprising to say considering the project is so varied. It just felt too out of the way really in Overflow. Okay, let's talk about the lyrics. Now, lyrically, it does feel Linkin Parky. It's very kind of metaphorical, feeling-based stuff, but it's kind of lacking maybe the substance, the connection. Chester Bennington was able to pull this off because it felt like everything he was saying he cared about in the most extreme way, and you could feel it. And that's not to say that Emily isn't doing that. You can feel it in certain places, especially Good Things Go. You can feel that there is feeling, emotion behind it. Some of the thing, a lot of the other lyrical topics, they just feel like I'm angry at someone, I'm annoyed at you, kind of, but never really getting to maybe the point. Now, there's a difference between being so obvious about it that the lyrics are just weird and super metaphorical, and you have to find maybe a middle ground there. And that's not to say things like Over Each Other or Emptiness Machine, Cut the Bridge aren't about anything that, these artists care about, because they're artists, and obviously that's what matters. But as a listener receiving that, you can tell when there's like the super emotion, can't you? And I love an angry song, so don't get me wrong. Casualty, for example, just like these really like pissed off songs are great too. It's nice to have a balance between them. So lyrics, maybe a 7 out of 10. They are good lyrics. They are good. I think maybe as we progress further, Emily can express herself more, I hope. Obviously, you've got the whole controversy surrounding the Scientology stuff. How much can she truly express herself when she might be hounded by, a religion that may follow her and annoy her and just basically stalk her if she comes out about anything specific about that. That's not to say that she doesn't have other topics that she can express about, but that is a big one and a big part of her life, isn't it? Yeah. Artwork, From Zero artwork, I really like the From Zero artwork. I think it's really cool. The kind of pink and black on it. I really like it. It's a 10 for me, the artwork. It fits really well. I do like the logo as well. It's called From Zero, and you've got the roundness of the Linkin Park logo looking like a zero. It's cool. And production across the board is really strong. Like, production is great, so it's a 10 out of 10 for me for production. The only choice I feel, maybe this is more maybe singing wise than production, is IGY EIH, where it's just like Emily just constantly screaming throughout the whole of it. Now, I love a good scream. She's got a great voice and she's got a great scream. But I just think it was wrong. I don't think it was right. And I'm not someone who's like, screaming is the devil's music and everything like that. I grew up on metalcore. I love a good scream. I just think that one was just, it could have had a bit more variation between range of the screaming to calm or whatever, Singing wise, Emily is a 10. Other than that screaming. So let's put it down to a 9. Emily's amazing. And then Mike's contributions, both rapped and singing, was great to hear. I'm going to give him a 10 because he's done awesome with it. So overall, if I could give this album a rating, it's probably 7.5 to an 8 out of 10 for me. I think there's some things that they've been exploring that I'd like to see explored further in future projects. There's also things that I think, no, you can leave that one. But it was awesome, and I'm surprised with how heavy some of it is, because you know, you're a big band, Linkin Park, and you know, people like the hard rock stuff and they like the balance between it, and it can be easy to play it safe, and then you come out with something like Casualty, which is just like you know, hardcore punk, and you're just like, well done for doing all these different things and not just being, you know, safe as a big band. So yeah, let me know what you think though. Feel free to agree and disagree with me in the comments. Let me know if I've made any mistakes in terms of my knowledge. You might know more than I do about the band. I don't sort of go too in depth with all of it. I've been following the controversies around it, but that's kind of it. And obviously I grew up on Linkin Park. I love their albums. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. And remember, in a world where everyone wants to be heard and no one's doing the listening, be the one that does the listening. We're also an independent music channel here, so if you want to hear something that isn't the most popular stuff out there, please consider subscribing to the channel. Goodbye, I guess. And now it feels so good to say hello, hello, good morning. Hello, 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 good day. Hello. And now it feels so right to say I miss you, I love you, and God, it feels so good to say hello. God, it feels so good to say hello.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.